Namaste, yogis and yoginis. Welcome to Yoga with Vic. Once again, the most inclusive yoga class you're going to ever find for every age, every body type, for everyone. And today we are in the national, there behind me is the National Library of Pristina in Kosovo. Some people actually dubbed it like the ugliest building in the world. What is ugly and what is beauty? It's so subjective, isn't it? So I just come here to challenge the concept of beauty and ugliness. Sometimes we get obsessed about our yoga pose. It doesn't look good. It doesn't have to look good. It has to feel good. Important is the alignment. That's for sure. You don't want to injure yourself. But if it looks wonky and weird and you don't bend as much as someone else's bend, then it's fine. It's totally fine. Comparison is the thief of joy. So we're going to do a flow that can be ugly, can be beautiful. It is just as beautiful as you feel it. That's all you need to do. So let's start a mountain pose on top of a mat. Just close your eyes and find that beauty inside you. One hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. Feel the breath. Oh, there it comes in deeply into your chest and the belly, and it goes out. You can let it go through the mouth to start with, just to vent. Air in, inhale deeply, exhale through the nose, slowly try to lengthen the exhales. Just come, land safely into your mat. No matter what happened in your day, if you're starting it, you're in the middle, you're in the end, just make sure you breathe through it. Big, big, big dip, inhale. Very slow exhale. Okay, you can open your eyes, and from here we're going to go up, and then up might mean that you put your hands together, separate. You might arch a little bit. You might think that's the beginning of the day. I just wanted to go straight. But if you arch, remember to engage your glutes and protect your lower back. Big inhale, and let's go down. And again, that doesn't have to be super straight. You can bend your knees, chest on the thighs. Just hang your neck, that's for sure. Don't crank it. Feel super relaxed. And the idea is to open the back of the thighs. So the more you get warm, the more you straighten the legs. Doesn't mean you have to do it ever. But that's the idea, that you start filling the back of the thighs. And you relax the column. All the vertebrae get separated. And you find more space and more length. Let's straighten the back. Parallel to the floor. You can use the shins to just prop yourself. You can use also the thighs, or you can use, if you have long arms, I don't, you can use the hands just to, whatever works for you. Just straighten. Also find that length in the spine. Make sure it really elongates. And now we bend slightly the knees, put the hands, step to the back. And from here we're going to do a little, we're standing on the toes. We're going to tilt slightly forward, and we're going to do a push-up. Just chaturanga, don't go all the way to the floor. Come up. And here you go. Awesome. That's perfect. From here, we're going to bring the right leg to the right arm. One. Extend. And the left leg to the left arm. And come back. From here, we go down. So tilt forward. Strong arms. Slowly, slowly. Do not collapse. And from here, we're going to come up with a big inhale to cobra. And the front can be small, that's also beautiful. We go down, we go to the right, look to the right, inhale, let's go down, and guess what, we go left, come up, go left, and go down, and come up to the center, and go down, tuck the toes, lift your hips, come up to a downward dog. Take a break. Oh, breathe. Let's pedal a little bit. So, move your feet. And again, try to push yourself away from the mat. That's the most important thing. Shoulders away from ears, that you're not collapsing. You're extending as much as possible. Pushing yourself away, hands super strong. And then legs don't have to be super straight. You can bend them a little bit. However, feel good. Oh. Make the most of it. And then from here we go down. We go upward dog, but with the feet slightly tucked. And we go back again. And go down, and then we go down to the floor. And from here, we're going to do a spinal balance, because we're going to end up with a beautiful pose that it will look beautiful no matter what. We're going to work on the back, so a bit of back bending, core, and a bit of hip opening. So let's go for the core. So extend the left leg, toes looking down, and the right arm looking ahead of you, just like you shaking somebody's hand. Glutes super engaged, thighs super engaged, and then we're going to bring the elbow to the knee for 1. Let's do 3 to start with. We'll do 1 later. 2 and 3. Extend again, lower, and now we're going to lift in a 90 degree just to work a little bit more the glute. 1, go down. 2, super engaged glute, as you can see. Imagine you're pushing something up on the ceiling. And then 3, we come down, and from here we lift again, and we're going to grab with the right hand the foot, the ankle, or the foot itself, whatever works. And then you can just stay here and do a quad stretch. You can try to leave and go into the back bend, or extend and push your hand, your arm with the foot, with the strength of the leg, and open. We opening here the back, strengthening glutes, thighs, everything gets engaged. Then we release, come down. Ooh, we can move a little bit. We'll flow you later. And then from here, we're going to do the other side. So the right side, the right leg comes to the back. The left arms goes up. We'll leave both. So toes look down. Engage the glutes, engage the thighs, front and back. Make sure you're super strong. If we point, we don't really engage so much. You will feel the difference. If you point, it's a different kind of muscle that you work. So from here, elbow to knee for 1, elbow to knee for 2, and elbow to knee for 3. We go back to all fours, and remember, now we have the right leg coming up for 1 and down. Super engage those glutes. 2 and 3. We come down, and guess what? We're going to do that back bend, grabbing with the left hand the right. Where are you? You're here, either the ankle, the foot, whatever works, and it can be like this, or it can be a bit of a back bend, whatever works. And awesome. Release to sunburst, spinal balance. Come down. We can move a little bit. We go tuck the toes, come up, put the knees down, and we go to Balasana, child's pose. Give yourself a little bit of a breather here. Breathe on the back of the lungs. 2, and a third one, grab as much air as you can. And let it go. And we're going to snake all the way to the front, just grazing the floor. Go to a cobra. This feels good. Again, your cobra can be a low cobra, high cobra, whatever works. If you can even, if you want to do a seal, that's also fine. Whatever works. Which, as I said, we're just working on the back bends. And then from here, we tuck the toes. We go up to downward dog. And then we're going to lift the right leg and bring it outside of the right hand. We're going to lift the right hand on a beautiful twist, opening the hips. I'm doing a bit of a twist for the spine. We come down. The foot goes back again. And now we're going to do the same with the left. Lift the let the left leg outside of the left hand. We go for a twist. We come down. We go for a downward dog, and now we either jump, or you can use both legs one after the other into Malasana. We open the legs, we come up, breathe in, go down, breathe out. Use your elbows to push your knees out and open those hips. Let's do 2 more. In and out. Push, 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 and in. and out. Okay, perfect. Hands on the floor, knees on the floor. Keep the feet tucked, so toes on the floor. And we're going to do half camel, and if you want, we can try full camel. So right hand goes up, goes all the way to the right heel, and if you don't reach, you can just use your tip of your fingers. You can use put a block or whatever works, or you can just go like this, or you can straighten the arm ahead and up to the sky. And if you want to go a bit lower, just go a bit lower, whatever works today. Beautiful breeze. And then you come out, both hands up, the left hand goes to the heel. Remember to engage the glutes and push the hips forward so you won't hurt your back. And you can look up, you can look down, you can look wherever it works for you today. Then we come up. You can try both if you want, or if you like to stay in one side or the other. So push the hip forwards, engage the glutes, so make them really tight. The sun is on my face, still quite warm here. And then slowly we come out of it, and we're coming up through a little bit of a, there we go. I'm going to try to remember all that. I'll flow it. Let's hope that there's a beauty in the madness and the chaos of what I just did. So bear with me. Let's hope that I don't get lost. But then again, even that is beautiful. Improvising. Not improvising, I already planned it, but I tend to forget things. So let's try to do this. Inhale, come up. You can bend or arch the back or not. Exhale, go down. Folding everything, you can bend the knees a little bit or a lot. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let's go to plank. And let's do inhale and exhale. Chaturanga, one push-up. And come up. Inhale, lift. And elbow to knee. Exhale, go down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. Inhale, go down. Sorry, exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, go down. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the center. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the center. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. Tuck the toes. Hips go up to downward dog. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, come to the elbow. Inhale, come up. Exhale, downward dog. Let's put the knees on the floor. And let's go. Inhale, extend the left leg and the right arm. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, go down. Inhale, left foot kicks up the ceiling. Exhale, go down. Inhale, left goes up again. We grab it with the right hand and we arch. Take an inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and we go down again to spinal balance, and then to the center. Inhale, right leg, left arm, extend, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, exhale, go down. Inhale, foot goes up, exhale, goes down. Inhale, grab it, exhale, extend. Let's take an extra one here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, release, exhale, go down. Inhale, exhale, go to Shavasana. Let's take an extra breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, snake your body to the front. Come up. Let's take an extra inhale and an exhale. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, outside the right hand. Inhale, Leave the right leg to the sky, the right arm to the sky. Exhale, go down and back. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, comes outside the left hand. Inhale, open on a beautiful twist. Exhale, go down and bring the foot behind you. Oh, I've got a lot of dogs coming around. I've got a visit. I'm doing downward dog. Okay. Hello. I got a visitor. Okay. Let's do downward dog. And I suddenly lost concentration. Okay, downward dog is a good place to be. Now we're going to jump to the front, or you can just do one foot to the other. Okay, both feet. Malasana, open the knees, and we come up. Inhale, we go down. Exhale, we do 3 times. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. Stay in Malasana. Open, 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 open. And from here, we're going to extend the knees, heel toe, come up in a ragdoll. And we're going to practice a little bit of balancing. Balancing, we're going to start with tree pose. And you know, sometimes we get obsessed about how tree pose looks like, and it doesn't really matter how it looks like. So it's just about, you know, getting stronger and getting more balance. So we're going to bring the right leg, the right foot, could be in the calf, could be in the inner thigh, or it could be just in the ankle, whatever works for you. So I'm going to try to bring it up to the inner thigh, so it's sole against thigh, thigh against sole. You can bring the arms, the hands in front of your heart, or you can grow the branches up, whatever works. Engage the glutes, engage the thighs. Really press very strongly the thigh against the sole. And just bring it up. Focus on a point that is not moving. And focus on you. And from here, bring the hands back into the chest and lower. Let's try the other side. So bring the left sole to the inner thigh, calf or ankle. Engage the glutes, super strong. Hands in front of the heart. You can also grow the branches to the side, to the top. Whatever your tree looks like, it's beautiful. The beauty is in your body just doing all these beautiful things. And just come down and relax. And we're going to go for our peak pose, which is dancer's pose. We've been working the back, the thighs, the core. So we're going to come to the front. You're going to bring the right foot towards the right glute. You're going to grab it either from the ankle, from the outside, or from the inside. I like the inside because I open my shoulder a bit more, but it's a very personal choice. And then your dancer might look like this, or whatever. You can just put a mudra in your hand if you want. And then we start tipping towards the front and trying to lift the leg. And I'm wobbling a lot, as you can see. Just find that balance. The left leg can be slightly bent, just to keep that beautiful balance. Breathe, and very slowly come out of it. Find the vertical again. Release the foot, and smile. And let's do the other side. So right foot stays on the floor. Left foot comes towards your glute. You can grab the ankle, you can grab the outside of the foot, or the inside. And very slowly your hand comes up, your right hand, and slight tilting towards the front. At the same time, lift the left leg, everything very engaged. And again, you can just be here, you can lift it a bit more. By the time that you practice this, will be completely different. And it doesn't have to look good, it has to feel good. That's the beauty. And then slowly release. Let the foot touch the ground. And there you go. Let's go to the floor. Let's do contra poses to work on that back bend that we've been doing. So the left sole comes to the inner thigh, so like we were doing in the tree pose, but obviously a lot more relaxed. We come up vertically, super straight, spine elongating, and then we come down towards the leg. The toes look up, so we open in the back thigh. And then again, the important thing is hinging from the hip is not about touching with the head in the knee. It's about straightening and finding the elongation also of the lower back. From here we come up again and we go towards the ankle. So as long as you're comfortable with the knee, should be. It's not the most strenuous pose for the knee, but if you need to modify or you want to put something underneath, please do so. And then you can walk yourself slowly. Remember to leave the toes. It doesn't look as pretty as pointing, it's not as elegant, but we're not talking about elegance here. As I say, it's not about looking pretty, it's about feeling good. Okay, we come back to the center. We change side. So extend the left leg, bring the sole of the right to the inner thigh, make yourself super tall, super long. Try to touch the sky or the ceiling and fold over the left thigh. Hinging from the hip and making yourself super long. And again, if you always need to pad your knee, feel free to put something underneath, a towel, a cushion, a block, anything that works for you. From here we're going to go towards the ankles, so kind of crawling in the middle, trying to reach as far as possible, as long as it feels good. And from here we crawl back slowly. We extend both legs ahead of us, toes looking up, wiggle, wiggle, and then we're going to hinge. Tall, 90 degree, and then we fold over, and then hinging from the hips. Try to get your belly on your thighs. Some might say, "Well, my belly touches very quickly." Good for you. That's good news. And then again, prioritize that hinging and not the hunching. You can grab your soles if you want. You can grab your ankles or whatever you reach. And then we come up again slowly, and we're going to go flat on the back. We're going to open the hips, grab the outside of the feet, or grab the back of your thighs, or your calves, your shins, or your big toes. And let's do happy baby, just pushing the knees towards the floor, opening the hips. You can rock yourself a little bit and give yourself a nice cradle, a nice rock and roll here. Feels so good. And then from here, give yourself a little bit of a stretch. You can straighten the legs if you want to straddle. If it works, a bit of flexibility in a thigh, which sometimes is a bit tight. But if you want to feel just the happy baby, or you want to do one at a time, also feel free. And then from here, we bring the legs kind of 90 degrees parallel to the floor. Extend the arms to the sides, and let's go to the right. On a beautiful twist, we'll look left. Oh, yes. Oh, why do I like so much the twist? It's just so relieving. We come to the center. And we go to the left, and we look right. On another beautiful twist. And then we come out to the center, and guess what? We go into Shavasana. So extend the legs ahead of you, find some room between the legs, palms up, neck long, slightly bowing the chin, and just let everything just sink in. It was not a long flow, it had a bit of intensity, it was beautiful all around, and you did beautifully. There was no ugliness at all in it. And if you look back, if you ever record yourself and see yourself, imagine the amount of things your body is capable of doing, and it's all so beautiful. So no, never ever say again, "Oh, it doesn't look good, it's ugly, it's not looking good, I don't like it. How does it feel?" That's the most important thing, how it feels, and how your body is capable of doing so much. Feel the air filling up your belly, your lungs, going slowly. And you can stay in Shavasana very slowly and mindfully. You can go to one side or the other side, or you can bring your legs towards you and rock and roll yourself to a seated position, cross-legged, hands in front of your chest, gesture of gratitude, bow the chin slightly. And yes, so much to be grateful for, because our body is a wonder and a wonder, and it's a wonder that wonders, and it does amazing things for us every single day, even when we're not awake. So everything the body does is just gorgeous, beautiful, awesome, and incredible. So be grateful for that. And it doesn't have to look good, it has to feel good. Thank you so much for being with me today again. Always an honor and a pleasure. See you very shortly. Namaste.